Hello everyone, I'm the mind of one and all, and welcome back to another episode of No One But You, where in the last episode, wow, we tried to go for Shiro's ending and I don't know whether we're getting Shiro's ending. We'll see. We're talking to Chinatsu though. I'm glad I was able to talk to you, Hideaki. I wanted to since the moment I got on the bus, but I didn't get a chance. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm sorry that I asked you to come here and then I wasn't able to spending time with you. I should have made more of an effort. You don't need to apologize, we're together now, aren't we? Yeah, that's right, we're together now. I just hope we can keep on meeting like this, be it on the bridge in Okutama or underneath the stars. I felt restless all day, but now that I'm finally by her side, I feel completely at ease. I'm not sure how it happened, but I think I might have started to fall in love with Chinatsu? How did we get Chinatsu's ending? How? Or maybe we get a Chinatsu's bad ending. Yeah, I'm not surprised if there's a bad and good ending. But how did we end up with Chinatsu? We always pick Shiro over the other girls. So why? Chinatsu admiring the stars achievement unlocked. But we didn't got the ending yet. They didn't set the ending thing. But it's damn weird that we didn't get Shiro's but Chinatsu's. Finally having the chance to meet with Chinatsu, I slept well as the rest of the night passed by peacefully. We talked for a while, chatting randomly about stars, the hot springs and anything else that came to mind. And once Chinatsu started yawning, we both called it a night, returning to our separate rooms. I'm glad I was able to meet up with Chinatsu for a while there. I thought we'd be separated the entire trip. Luckily, thanks to a mistake on her part, we were able to spend some alone time together, unimpeded by other friends. How did we get her ending? Is it because I followed her under the bridge? Yeah, I knew it. It's my curiosity. The curiosity did kill the cat. Well, kind of. It didn't actually kill me, but... You know, I was curious why I followed her. I was curious why I followed Rio, and guess what happened? I got the real ending. Now I'm getting Chinatsu's ending. We'll never get Shiro, man. We should definitely find the time to do that again. With those thoughts in my mind, the rest of the morning proceeded without issue or fun. One of the teachers took us to some historical place and started telling us about it, because that's what teachers do. I obviously wasn't here listening, nor were most of the other students, from what I could gather. Nonetheless, his speech dragged on, and before we knew it, noon had come and gone. Man, what a sucky trip. I only had time for one short dip in the hot springs this morning thanks to that teacher of ours. I actually spent more time pretending to listen to him blather on than I did in the hot springs. Sure, the trip had its ups and downs, but if I tried to quantify it, this trip was a disappointment. Despite my pessimistic thoughts brought on by our teacher's compulsion to teach, I'd be lying if I said the trip was a complete waste. Memories of the past. We got it. We got Chinatsu's ending. How? We skipped you. We avoided you twice. At least twice, if not more than that. Cause I remember there's one time where we could have walked by the bridge. I said no, don't walk by the bridge. There's another time when we could have gone to the club, the literary club, but we decided to go to the roof instead. Like how? The only upside of this whole trip was getting to speak with Chinatsu, and with the trip now coming to an end, that may remain the high point. Nonetheless, we will finish off with this ending. Oh god. But I am curious of one thing. Alright, Chinatsu, we got your ending, so you better be happy. You best be happy. Why did I save... I don't even know. I don't even know anymore at this point. Why if I go... Will it be exactly the same if I go in later? Huh. It's exactly the same? Kind of? Yeah. Not that that's a bad thing, of course. There's nothing wrong with enjoying time spent with friends. Yeah, it's kind of exactly the same. Nonetheless, for such a rare trip to pass by so quickly and without incident, I really do feel like I missed out on something here. After packing our things and regretfully leaving the resort, the bus ride back to Okutama proved uneventful. But I doubt we gotten a good ending with Chinatsu, like, because we avoided her so many times. The bus was mostly quiet, with students no doubt tired from the trip. making our return much more pleasant. Furthermore, with Rio nowhere to be found and Megumi too tired to cause a fuss, I was able to get some sleep. Thanks to that, although many hours have passed by, the bus ride felt like it had ended in a matter of minutes, and I woke up refreshed and ready to walk home. You know, I'm not getting the worried feeling that we might have gotten a bad ending because we didn't hang out for enough. So we gotten like either a subpar good ending or a bad ending. Rather than returning straight home, I decided to pass by Chinatsu's bridge, spurred on by our late night rendezvous the previous night. I didn't expect to see Chinatsu there, of course, because she's a girl, she hangs out there every day, all day, every day. Like everyone else from school, she should have gone straight home. And yet, the moment I arrived at the bridge, there she was. I should have known she'd be there. How many times have I met her on this bridge anyway? I can't even remember, I feel like it's quickly becoming routine. Chinatsu's presence on this very bridge seems to be becoming a permanent fixture of Okutama, just like the trees or the houses or the street lamps. Hey there, Chinatsu. Chinatsu turned around, brushing a few strands of her hair out of her eyes as she did, and offered me a smile of her own. You know, I claimed Chinatsu's a ghost and worried, and now I'm worried because if we don't get the best ending, we might actually get a bad ending because she's a ghost. She can haunt us and all that crap. Or kill us. Out of vengeance, I don't know. But, yeah, I'm worried about that now. But, so far she seems nice, but she can't just be hiding it. Suddenly she just put on this evil look, like her eyeballs suddenly start going this way, these, and then she'd be like evil smile, and then I don't know. Cause she's a ghost, remember that. Chinatsu turned around and offered me a smile of her own. Hello there, Hideaki-kun. Not displaying any surprise at all, Chinatsu casually returned my greeting, almost as though she had been expecting me. I didn't know, but Chinatsu's greeting always makes me feel like she's been waiting for me. You're standing by the bridge again, huh? It may seem like a silly statement, but I am kind of curious about it. Most students would head straight home after a trip like that, but not us two, apparently. Yes, well, it's kind of nostalgic, I suppose. Nostalgic? Did you come here a lot when you were younger? Not particularly. Honestly, I just like the sound of the running water. Chinatsu smiled sheepishly, playing with her hair as she spoke. Though my parents would probably find that statement morbid. Morbid? What do you mean? Though running water can be beautiful, it's also dangerous. I should know that better than anybody, really, but it doesn't stop me from coming back here. I see, but didn't you say you were a good swimmer? Huh, interesting. That's right. I'm glad you remember, Hideaki-kun. Ahaha, it's not a big deal. Chinatsu only seems to be interested in reading and swimming, so it wasn't hard to remember. Don't kill us, please. You know, Chinatsu looked up at me from beneath her long eyelashes. She blinked shyly as she tried to find the words, displaying an unbelievably cute side of herself. I've been wondering something. Please don't kill me. I know I kind of neglected you a bit. I went for Shiro, and that time I went straight to school and avoided you. Like, yeah, I neglected you, but don't kill me because of that. I have my own reasons for standing by this bridge, but why do you so often come to spend time with me here? Don't you find it boring? I suppose it is kind of strange for two teenagers to always just stand around the bridge like this. Of course not. If I found it boring, I wouldn't keep coming back here. But I thought, maybe you're coming here out of obligation because I'm always on my own. When you say obligations, do you mean like those chocolates girls always gives to guys they don't really like on Valentine's Day? Yes, exactly like that. Well, you don't need to worry. I don't consider spending time with you to be a chore. In fact, I actually enjoy it. I'm glad to hear that. I was frightened that I may be becoming a burden to you. Why would you think that? She's the one burdening me? Because you left me alone to rot and die, and then she starts pulling us into the water and we're like, no! That would be a really dark turn if that happened. Like, I'm really worried at this point, like, cause I doubt we get the best ending, cause how could we? We neglected her. Twice. More than twice, maybe. I'm still worried. Hideaki, watch yourself, man. I'm the one always bothering Chinatsu, forcing myself on her. I know, I just feel that you're such a nice person, Hideaki, but so far she's nice. Hopefully she stays that way. You're the sort of person who would sacrifice their free time for the sake of others, even if you didn't enjoy it. How odd, and I thought Chinatsu's self-esteem was this poor. Then again, I don't actually know that much about Chinatsu, despite the number of times we've spoken. You aren't a burden, silly. Aren't you supposed to be friends? Friends? Chinatsu repeated the words slowly, holding her hands to her chest. It took her a few moments for it to finally sink in, but once it did... Thank you, Hideaki. I'm very flattered that you think of me as your friend. I thought she was gonna be heartbroken that we didn't consider her a love interest. But friend, like, you know, friends you. To be honest, I don't have many of them. I can't think why not. You're good company, Chinatsu. And pretty, but I know better than to say that out loud. Heck, I'm getting flustered just thinking it. I don't think I've met a person like you before. When I'm with you, I feel like all my worries start to melt away. Well, at least now we're gonna learn about Hideaki's past, like what happened in his, you know, the accident in his past. You're flattering me. I'm really not that special. Maybe not in the grand scheme of things. But so what? I'm not special either. Most people aren't. And the people in this world who are special like my mother are actually kind of hard to deal with. I still haven't forgiven her for taking me skydiving back then. Chinatsu giggled, holding one hand to her mouth. Your mother sounds very interesting. She is, and it can be pretty entertaining. But seriously, at that time I really thought I was going to die. If nothing else, that skydiving escapade taught me to value my own life more. Well, I'm okay with not being special. I've never been one to seek the limelight, but I don't need to be recognized by a lot of people. I just wanted my existence to be recognized by at least one person. Just one person? What is that supposed to mean? Has Chinatsu never felt close to anybody? What about her friends, teachers, or even her parents? She stared. Maybe it's because she's so quiet that she sinks into the background and other people don't notice her. But even if Chinatsu says she's okay with that, I can't believe her. After all, how many people, including extreme introverts, are truly content with leading such isolated lives? In reality, I think that Chinatsu does want someone by her side. Somebody to talk to confide in. And if that really is the case, then I'll be glad if that person is me. I'm happy that I met you, Hideaki. I really am. I couldn't think of a better friend to have. I opened my mouth to respond, but the words came out. I could feel my cheeks sitting up as I stared at Chinatsu, wondering about what she just said. Is that a confession? Maybe I'm just getting a little ahead of myself here, but Chinatsu's voice is so soft and her cheeks are flushed like pink. I can't help but wonder. Is your heart pounding just as much as mine? It's not pounding at all because she's dead. I realized myself that I like Chinatsu. I like her a lot. That's why I keep returning to this bridge, drawn by like an iron filing to a magnet. Chinatsu and I never talk about anything particularly riveting, both being decidedly unspecial in our own ways, but I wouldn't trade those moments of idle conversation I spent with Chinatsu for the world. I like being with Chinatsu because I like her. This might be a bit too early, especially given that Chinatsu is so shy, but I need to tell her how I feel. These emotions have been building up within me for a while now, and I don't think I can keep them to myself anymore. My heart just can't take it anymore. Chinatsu, I swallowed my saliva, trying to wet my dry throat. Please don't have a bad ending from this. I don't know if I'll be able to confess to her verbally, but a physical gesture should be enough. Should be good enough, right? I'm not going to kiss her, that would be far too sudden. But maybe if I could just hold her hand, that's not too forward, is it? You're not going to touch her, right? I reached out, my fingertips twitching in the evening cold. Chinatsu was so close, staring at me with wide eyes, blushing just as much as I was. My finger drew close to her right hand until finally... Ah! Chinatsu sadly let out a breathy exclamation that made me jump. Yep, you can't touch her. She retracted her hand and held it to her chest, staring at me in disbelief. Was that too forward after all? I'm sorry, Hideaki-kun, but I have to go now. Knew it. Without another word, Chinatsu turned around and left. Chinatsu, wait! I called out to her, reaching up my hand, but as I did, I realized that I had no plan. What am I doing? It's not like I can physically restrain her. And if casual contact was too much for her, what would Chinatsu think about me suddenly grabbing her wrist? Not that it matters now anyway, she's already gone. Yeah, maybe you got the subpar good ending. Not subpar good ending, just the subpar ending. I leaned back against the steel railings of the bridge, relaxing my arms by my sides. The expression on Chinatsu's face, I don't think I'll ever forget it. She didn't just look surprised, Chinatsu looked horrified, as though I were a predator. Was it because of what I did? Did I really go too far? No, more like she didn't want her secret to be out that she's a ghost. Which at this point, I think it's canon, right? It's canon. It's already confirmed that she's a ghost. I mean, I don't even need to call it. She's a ghost. As I pondered my actions, I thought back to a manga I read in the past. It was a story about a shy girl so terrified of the opposite sex that she fainted as soon as a boy touched her. I think I know a story about a boy that was shy of girls, not a girl shy of boys. I can't remember what show that was. Could Chinatsu have a similar fear? No, of course not. That's just absurd. Things like that only happen in manga. Besides, if Chinatsu was afraid of me, she wouldn't have spoken to me so freely, especially not in the hot springs. But in that case, why did she look so deathly afraid of me? Maybe I misread the atmosphere. Perhaps Chinatsu doesn't like me after all. As I stared at the ceiling trying to fall asleep, I kept replaying the moment on the bridge over and over. The look on Chinatsu's face, the utter fear in her eyes, her lips buttered as though she was about to scream. I just don't get it. Was it really so wrong to want to hold her hand? Is that an ending? 53 days later. Oh, come on, what kind of time skip is that? Summer break went by slowly, almost like a dream. I spent my days in relative isolation, cursing myself for the mistake which caused me a summer full of fond memories. Every day I thought about Chinatsu, I thought about what transpired between us, what I could do to make things right. But no matter how much I thought about it, no matter how many times I visited the bridge, there was no sign of her. As I grew increasingly desperate, I considered my options. Unfortunately, I couldn't call a girl without a mobile phone, nor could I simply show up on her doorstep. No matter what plan came to mind, it all seemed to be for naught. I can't believe she avoided me the entire summer break. But with school resuming today, we're bound to see one another again, even if it's only for a moment. After such an isolated break, I craved the mere sight of Chinatsu. I did my best to keep the situation to myself, not telling a soul about what had happened, and in doing so I ignored my friends. But even then, I couldn't tell them. What happened between Chinatsu and I felt private, like an argument between lovers. Really? Ha! Chinatsu and I? Lovers? I'm not even sure if our pointless conversation amounts to us being friends. After all, if we really were friends, surely Chinatsu would have given some explanation for a sudden disappearance. Yeah. As things... well, she's a ghost, so she got ghost things to do. As things are, I can only assume that she's trying to avoid me, and that thought hurts. Is that the end? No. Hidi, are you okay? I gripped my chopsticks, my fingers trembling, still unable to stop thinking about Chinatsu. Hideaki? After Hideaki? Just what is she doing? Is she having breakfast with her family too? I wonder if she's thinking about me. Probably not. Hidi, are you listening to me? Ah. I jumped up, my eyes wide open. My mother was leaning across the dining table, peering at me with wide eyes. We're so close that our noses almost bumped. I must have really been spacing out to not notice something like that. I shuffled back to my chair, then looked down at my legs. My face flushed. Honestly, you shouldn't get that close, it's weird. Weird? How is it weird? I'm your mother, Hidi. I gave birth to you. And we were a lot closer in the past, you know? It feels like only yesterday that your breakfast came from mommy's. I get it already. Honestly, what's wrong with this mother of mine? I was really hesitating to it. Did she think the mental image of her giving birth would make me feel better? Please, Mom, can you not bring up that kind of stuff while we're eating? I know you gave birth to me. You don't need to remind me. Well, I just thought I should remind you in case you forgot. Forget? How could I forget something like that? I know. You've just been acting kind of distant lately. I thought maybe you've forgotten all about your sad, lonely mother. An early morning guilt trip. That's the last thing I need. While pouting, my mother sat back down on her side of the table. Why can't the mother worry about her son anyway? Isn't weird? It's only natural I fuss over you, Hidi, given how depressed you look lately. Be that as it may, you don't need to get in my face like that. I can't eat when you're all over me like that. Oh please, like you were eating your food anyway. I winced and gripped my chopsticks more tightly. She got me there. I've only taken a few bites of my food and even then I hardly tasted it. Hidi, what's wrong? Why have you been acting so glum? It's nothing, maybe it's just the heat. It is true that it's been hot lately, but why do you spend so little of your summer break outside? You should have been playing with your friends, going to this pool or somewhere with air conditioning. When I was younger, I filled my summers with excitement, festivals, fireworks, fishing, trips to the beach, watermelon smashing, kicking cans. Nobody kicks cans nowadays, Mom. The 70s are over. Right. Now all you have those video games. Now you all have those video game consoles and touchscreens, right? That's right, so there's no need to hang around in the street at night, get bitten by cicadas, or kick empty cans for fun. In fact, I can't think of anything I would enjoy less. Be that as it may, Mr. Grumpy, you should still find something fun to do. You may have wasted your summer break, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't find some way to enjoy your time at school. I know that, Mom, I'm not in the mood. Same here, man. How did we not get Shiro? Do I actually have to start all over again? I just can't stop thinking about Chinatsu. Alright. I'm Chinatsu's path now, so I guess it's better than Rio, right? I'm not entirely sure why I'm so devoted, given that the two of us aren't overly familiar, but I do consider her a precious friend. Maybe even something more. Either way, right now I just feel dejected. Dejected and lonely. Oh, silly Hidi. My mother once again leaned across the table, almost knocking over a bottle of ketchup as she did, and ruffled my hair. Hey, knock that off, I'm not a kid anymore. You might not be a kid, but you're still my kid, and I still worry about you. Ruffle. You have to get out there, Hidi. Seize the day, carpe diem. Carpe diem? You mean carpe diem, right? Whatever, either one. Only one of them is right. It's sad seeing you skulk around the house like this. You should go and do something wild, something exciting on a school day. Shouldn't you have made that point 3 weeks ago? Irrelevant. You only live once. Oh my god. Mother's going a full YOLO. You only live once, Hidi. Seize the day. These platitudes all sound very impressive when my mother says them, but that's all they are. Platitudes. Just inspirational blips of sound, devoid of any real meaning. In my mother's case, however, I know that she means them. My mother might not be the best cook, and she can be a little ditzy, but she's also innocent and sincere. Thinking like that, I can't help but feel guilty. Am I letting her down, whiling away my youth at home? But even if I am, I can't help it. I don't want to go to festivals, light fireworks, split watermelons at the beach, or kick cans in the street. I just want to talk to Chinatsu. Oh, great. Despite my mother's efforts to cheer me up, I continued to sulk as the next stage of my morning began. Dressed, fat, and ready for school, I automatically headed to the bridge, a trip I made countless times over the break. But as I unconsciously began to walk there, my pace slowed and my resolve dropped. Do I really want to see Chinatsu again? I barely know the girl, and ever since our last encounter, her existence has caused me nothing but pain. On the other hand, I'm never going to get anywhere if I give up all hope. Perhaps there's a perfectly good reason why I didn't see her all summer. Chinatsu could have vacationed somewhere with her parents and forgot to tell me, or purposely chose not to, after what transpired between us. I ran through several scenarios in my head, assuring myself that Chinatsu had a legitimate reason for vanishing over the break. Whatever the case, now that school started up again, I should finally get to see her again. Even if I don't see her by the bridge, I can always seek her out in the club room. And when I do, what then? I'm still not entirely sure what I did wrong back then, but maybe I should open with an apology. I owe Chinatsu at least that much. After that, maybe we can put whatever happened in the past behind us and we can become friends again. Because right now, there's nothing I want more than that. Okay. As expected of the first day back at school, the morning classroom was full of life. Many students hadn't seen each other over the break, and there were plenty of stories to be told, so peace wasn't going to come easily. Girls banded together in groups, complimenting one another on new haircuts and talking about new singles released by their favorite idols. Guys chatted and chatted about the cute girls they met while visiting family in the countryside and the latest video games to be released. Amidst all of this, I sat alone, removed from the action, feeling like a stranger. I continued to ignore Rio, telling him to leave me alone, and truly left myself isolated. I just can't get into it today. All of their conversations feel so petty and pointless, not to mention the collective noise this class is generating. I finally just sat down and I already want the day to be over. As the homework teacher finally arrives, everybody eventually settles down. They still whisper to one another and discreetly pass notes, but the noise is gone and I can relax once more. Hey Aki, how's your summer vacation? Oh, you're still here, you didn't move away. Once lunchtime finally rolled around, Megumi, who was busy with the student council, before homeroom, came bounding over to my desk. The silence was short-lived after all. I don't want to hurt Megumi's feelings, but I'm really not in the mood right now. It was uneventful, I suppose. Although I simply didn't want to talk, I certainly wasn't lying. Other than the incident with Chinatsu right at the start of the break, I didn't do anything noteworthy. Hehe, so you're trying to sound all mysterious, are you? Mysterious? Yeah, like, if I told you what I did during summer, I'm afraid I'm had to kill you. I don't think I don't remember saying anything like that. Does she think I'm a secret agent or something? Anyway, sorry I didn't walk to school with you, Aki. You know I wanted to, but I had some student council work to do, so I had to arrive early. There was a lot for me to do, and there's still plenty left, so I'll probably be pretty busy for a while. But not so busy that we can't hang out, okay? I didn't get to see you at all over summer break, so we need to make up for lost time. Surprised you never called or, like, knocked at your front door during summer break. Damn, this girl talks so quickly that I'm surprised she has time to breathe. Her lungs must be made of iron. Have you ever considered becoming an auctioneer, Megumi? Megumi blinked and tipped her head to the side, totally bewildered by my statements. No, why do you ask? No reason. I guess she hasn't realized it herself, huh? Anyway, I feel kind of bad that I wasn't able to walk with you, Aki, especially after I already promised. I hate breaking promises, both as a pure-hearted girl and as the class rat. What are you talking about? I don't remember making any promises like that. Well, maybe I didn't make the promise with you, but I definitely promised myself. Sounds about right. Although I don't dislike Megumi, her stalker-like tendencies and air-headed nature drives me crazy. Seriously, how do you break a non-existent promise? And why should her promise involve showing up unannounced on my doorstep? Really, this girl? No, wait a minute. Maybe this is actually some kind of high-level manipulation technique. Maybe she's trying to guilt-trip me, using a fake promise as leverage. And so this girl is more crafty than I thought. So, since I felt so bad about it, I thought I should at least eat lunch with you. I mean, we hardly got to talk to each other at all over the holidays. I really miss you, you know? There it is. She broke a promise with herself and now it's somehow my duty to make amends. Usually I happily go along with her nonsense, but right now, no. I flatly refuse. Megumi continued to stare at me, sucking me in with her beautiful hypnotic eyes. Not good, she almost got me there. But I've made up my mind. Even if it's unfair to Megumi, I won't be playing along. Come on, Aki. I'm going to eat out in the courtyard with some of my friends. You're more than welcome to join in. That's the Susani. In my current frame of mind, I don't know if I'm really in the mood to interact with other human beings. Just sitting here and talking with Megumi is already taking a toll on me. I shudder to think how I cope in the courtyard surrounded by a squadron of Megumi's equally loud talkative friends. It's alright, Megumi. I mean, I already opened my lunch, so... Aw, but you can pack that up in a second. You only need to put the lid back on. Darn, common sense wins again. Why does Megumi only seem to possess common sense when to my detriment? I know, but I really don't want to eat outside. I have heat stroke. You do? Megumi began to panic, her eyes wide open with worry. Are you sure you don't want me to take you to see the school nurse, Hidi? You don't feel faint, do you? I'm okay, I just have sensitive skin, so I prefer to sit inside, if that's okay with you. Ah, okay, I understand. Megumi agreed, but the worry on her face was soon overshadowed by disappointment. Watching her feel so disheartened, I actually felt kind of bad for liking her. You suddenly became so cold just because Chinatsu. Like, Chinatsu made you this cold person. I feel like I just left my dog at home, knowing it'd be lonely all day without me. But Megumi can't handle this much, right? She said herself that she'd be with her other friends. Well, if you change your mind, feel free to come by and join us, Hidi. We'd love to talk to you. So she says, but I've never even met Megumi's friends outside of our mutual friends like Rio. I really can't imagine why they would, in her words, love to talk to me. Of course, I know that Megumi really means that she would love to have me around, but I shifted in my seat as the guilt mounted. I'm sorry, Megumi. I'll talk to you later, okay? Okay, maybe we can walk to school together tomorrow. She's actually asking for permission? That's a first. Maybe. Great, then I'll see you later, Hidi. Enjoy your lunch. I will. And, Megumi stood in front of my desk, fiddling with her chair, with her hair. If you have sensitive skin, make sure to put on a lot of sunscreen, okay? I know that people think sunscreen is something you only put on at the beach, but they're wrong. You need to take care of yourself, okay? Don't worry, I will. And the guilt mounts further, of course. You lie, you lying bastard. Making the usually airheaded talkative Megumi so worried and serious, I feel like I've committed a mortal sin. On the other hand, it's kind of refreshing to see this side of Megumi. I've always thought she acted more like a puppy than a plush rat, but she actually has quite a motherly side to her. There might just be more to Megumi than I thought. Alright, bye-bye, Hidi. Bye. Megumi finally left the classroom holding her own lunchbox in her hand, and I think this is a good place to end the episode. Damn it. We're now in Chinatsu's path, which I'm so bewildered how. Like, how? Why? How did we end? By common logic, we dictates we shouldn't be on her path, we ignored her. More than once. How? That's why I say I think we're on the subpar ending. We can't get the best ending on her route. Or even worse than the subpar ending, we might have gotten a bad ending. Who knows? Suddenly she's start haunting us and be like, no! And then drag us to the river and drown us. Yeah. I'm still calling Chinatsu a ghost. I'm pretty sure it's canon at this point. They pretty much like just said, yeah, she's a ghost. Even though I called it at the first sign of her being a ghost, you know. I'm still calling it. But yeah, so leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Twitter at DMindGaming if you have enjoyed. And I hope to see you again in the next episode.